Welcome to this explainer on the feline perspective, 7 habits to make your cat love you. Today, we're going to dive straight into the truly fascinating science of feline communication. We are going to completely shift our perspective to learn how cats actually receive affection. Because, look, if you're a cat owner, you probably think you show your cat that you love them every single day. But what if the things you do daily, thinking you're just being a great owner, are actually having the exact opposite effect? Does your cat actually know you love them? Well, let's kick things off with a kind of jarring realization. Most of the ways you show love to your cat might actually be pushing them away. It's a really tough pill to swallow, but what nobody tells us is that most human displays of affection mean absolutely zero to a cat. And this massive communication gap between our natural human behaviors and their deeply instinctual feline language is huge. I mean, as humans, we want a hug, right? We make direct eye contact to show we're paying attention, and we absolutely love scooping up our pets when they look cute. But cats, they show love through shared space, slow blinks, and scent greetings. We are essentially speaking two completely different biological languages here.
Okay, so let's look at the sounds and sights of trust.
First off, you know that slightly ridiculous, high-pitched baby voice you probably use with your cat when nobody else is around? The one you'd be totally mortified to use in public? Well, science absolutely backs that up. A really fascinating 2022 study out of the University of Paris proved that cats can actually tell the difference between their owner's voice and a stranger's voice. But there is a major catch. They only truly recognize and engage with their owners when spoken to in that soft, high-pitched baby tone. When the owners in the study used their normal, everyday adult voices, the cats practically ignored them. But the second they switched to that sweet, exaggerated tone, the cats perked right up, turned their heads, and moved closer. So when you use that soft, warm tone every day, whether you're feeding them or just walking past them in the hallway, you are directly translating safety into a language they intrinsically understand. It doesn't even matter what words you're saying. That gentle voice just tells your cat, "You're safe with me," in a way that literally nothing else can. Let's move from vocal to visual cues now to see how we can build this bond even further. Because surprisingly enough, it only takes 3 completely silent seconds to fundamentally change how your cat feels about you. Just 3 seconds.
There is a crucial difference in how we perceive eye contact. We often stare at our cats just because we think they're cute, right? But a 2020 University of Sussex study revealed that to a cat, a direct stare with no blink is highly confrontational. It is literally a challenge. On the flip side, a 3-second slow, deliberate blink signals non-aggression and deep affection. The researchers found that when owners slow blinked at their cats, the cats were significantly more likely to slow blink back and even approach them.
So the big takeaway here is this. Every single time you initiate the slow blink routine, just letting your eyelids drop gently for a second, and your cat blinks back, they're essentially telling you that they feel completely secure in your presence. They're saying, "I trust you with my life." You've got to make this a daily habit. It is a real game changer. Next up, fulfilling their primal instincts. Because to truly love a cat, you have to let them be a cat. They are built for the hunt. Their brains are incredibly complex and hardwired for a very specific sequence: stalk, chase, pounce, and catch. When you play with them, you absolutely must replicate this biological sequence to activate their brains. If you don't, they are going to be bored out of their minds. And look, millions of owners get this wrong every single day. Boring play is just sitting there, waving a toy back and forth in the exact same spot at the exact same speed. You are skipping every single step that makes play feel real to them. Instead, you need to create a real hunt. Drag the toy away from them, hide it behind corners, make it freeze, and then dart away in unpredictable bursts. Fulfilling their deepest instinct with a real hunt for just 5 to 10 minutes a day goes way beyond just having fun. It actually makes them calmer, physically healthier, and deeply bonded to the person who is providing that thrilling experience. Furthermore, we really need to understand the immense power of doing absolutely nothing. Simply sharing space and sitting near your cat without reaching out for them, calling their name, or demanding interaction proves that you are a safe presence. In the wild, cats only rest near other cats they fully trust. They don't typically cuddle to show affection the way dogs do, they just share space. So, when you let them just exist near you, you are communicating, "I don't need anything from you, I just want to be here." Moving right along to respecting boundaries and sleep. Building on that quiet trust means we have to respect their physical boundaries, especially their highly sensitive scent receptors. Because cats process the world primarily through scent, going straight in for a head scratch without any warning is a massive mistake. Think about it. To your cat, it's like someone you barely recognize walking up and hugging you from behind with no warning. It's super jarring, and it literally teaches them to flinch. Instead, you want to use the feline handshake. Just extend one finger, hold it a few inches from their nose, let them sniff and process you, and wait for them to push their face into your hand. Taking just 2 seconds to ask for permission through scent completely transforms your touch from a rude intrusion into a really welcomed greeting. It turns you from someone who just grabs at them into someone who politely asks first. And trust me, cats never forget the people who ask first. It tells them, I know you, you're safe. Now, respecting boundaries also means understanding their physical need for rest. Did you know cats sleep a staggering 12 to 16 hours a day? And this isn't because they're just lazy. It's actually to process stress and regulate their entire nervous system. During deep sleep, a cat's guard is completely down, and all their muscles are fully relaxed. They specifically chose that perfectly cute spot on the couch because they felt safe enough to completely disappear from the world. Now, I know it is nearly impossible to resist scooping up a sleeping cat because they look so incredibly cute, but doing so spikes their heart rate, brings their claws out, and teaches them that their chosen safe spot is actually compromised. If you do this enough, they're going to start hiding under beds or way up on high shelves just to protect their sleep. Which is exactly why the absolute best daily habit you can form is to simply walk past them when they are resting. All right, finally, the ultimate bonding trigger.
If you master those boundaries, you unlock the absolute most powerful daily habit in feline biology. The scientific term for it is allogrooming. This is when deeply bonded cats groom a specific area on each other that acts as a profound chemical bond of trust. This grooming is reserved exclusively for trusted family members, and it focuses on the one spot a cat can never ever reach on their own, the base of the head right between and behind the ears.
And the crazy part is, you can actually intentionally trigger this exact response yourself. You don't scratch or rub hard. You use your fingertips right on the base of their head and apply very gentle, slow, repetitive strokes to mimic the exact rhythm of a cat's tongue. When you gently stroke this specific family-only spot, you trigger a massive release of oxytocin in both you and your cat, fundamentally altering their brain chemistry. So the really crucial point here is that this isn't just physical comfort. It is a literal chemical lock that proves to your cat, in their very own native language, that the two of you are completely inseparable. You are telling them, we belong to each other, and their brain is releasing the exact same chemical it would with a bonded feline family member. By shifting your perspective and practicing these 7 habits daily, using that soft baby voice, slow blinking, engaging in real hunting play, quietly sharing space, asking permission to touch, respecting their precious sleep, and mimicking allogrooming, you completely change the dynamic. You stop demanding their affection and you start earning it. Ultimately, you are allowing your cat to give you the absolute highest form of feline love, choosing you. So I'll leave you with this thought to take away from our explainer today. Next time you walk into a room with your cat, will you demand their attention on human terms, or will you speak their language and wait for them to choose you?